Welcome everyone on behalf of Parent Time and Arya Inspires. So I'm Nidhi Gupta. I'm the founder of Parent Time and I'm a certified parenting and nutrition coach. And I'm also certified in mental health and child psychology. So now Shivani will introduce herself and we'll quickly start with the topic.
Hello everyone, I'm Shivani, founder of Arya Inspires. Arya Inspires is a storytelling organization. I'm a PhD by profession and totally turned into a professional storyteller by passion. It has been one heck of a journey, which we can share another time. And let's get going for today.
Today's topic is storytelling for kids. So everyone knows how important it is, but why today we are talking about it, and especially with Shivani because she's a storytelling expert. So let me just give you a little background on why I chose this topic, especially during the lockdown. I've been getting a lot of requests from parents because now everything is for the parents to do. There are no schools, no classes, no activities, no play dates. So children are obviously getting stressed. There are behavioral changes in them, lot of studies to do. So parents are perplexed what to do. So usually for a lot of problems, I give storytelling as a solution. So you'll understand how storytelling works as a great tool to solve a lot of your problems as a parent. And of course, people who've never told stories in their life, people who don't know how to start storytelling, they don't know what to read to their children. They don't know when should they start reading to their children. So Shivani will throw some light on this.
Sure. So first of all, and for everyone who has never told story, who thinks that they don't know how to tell stories, I'm sure you have sung these little songs to your children. La la lori, to or maybe Johnny Johnny, yes Papa, or maybe ek chidiya आई, आरव का खाना खाई, and you make up all these songs and little techniques all the time to understand your kids and get them to do what you want to do. So think about it. All this is storytelling. So anybody who thinks that they're not a story lover and a storyteller, for all the parents out there, you are one. Storytelling is inherent. It comes to all of us. How we use it, the way we use it. So we'll quickly come to the simple techniques. The very first thing is keep talking to your child. Keep talking to your child and tell the stories you know well. आपने बचपन में अपनी दादी, अपनी नानी, अपनी मम्मी पापा या किसी और से जो कहानियां सुनी हैं, जो कहानियां आपको आती हैं, सबसे पहले आप उनको यूज कीजिए फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. सेकंड, आपके बचपन के किस्से आर द बेस्ट स्टोरीज दैट यू कैन टेल योर चाइल्ड. आपकी बचपन की कहानियां, आपने कभी कुछ किया था, आपके साथ कभी कुछ हुआ था. और उसके बाद अगर आपको थोड़ी मदद चाहिए, देन यू कैन कम टू बुक्स. So start with the stories that you know the best. Start with the stories that are your own. Add voice, add expression, add emotions. और आप अपनी कहानी और अपना किस्सा जब किसी को बताएंगे तो उसमें एक्सप्रेशंस और इमोशंस तो अपने आप आ ही जाएंगे, बिकॉज यू नो दैट्स योर ओन story that you are telling your child. Then after you have started talking to your child, after this becomes your routine when you are discussing stories with your child, which is storytelling, we come to books. So because books are an important and an integral part, because they give you a lot of perspective that when to start reading to your child. I think you can start as early as when your child is in your womb, because there is a lot of science and everything behind it, that when in womb, uh, kids listen, right? So that is the time you can start. You have not started, your child is 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and you still haven't started, do not worry, it's
Start
not
now.
late.
Yeah.
Yes, am I right?
Yes, Shivani, and as you rightly said, during the lockdown, we don't have books. If you don't have storybooks, if you don't have access to those things, don't worry. You don't need books to tell stories. You can just talk about anything around you, talk about nature, talk about, things in your house. You can weave a story about anything. Whatever is of interest to your child, you can just weave a story around anything.
Right. So that is that. And starting with books, there are many, many interesting books. Starting with black and white books like these, which are just patterns, like which you can show to your 3 month, 4 month old. to these cloth books, which they can take along with them while they're taking bath, to these rattle books, and then coming to these nice story books, which can be read to them when they're 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. So there's a lot of content available online as well. There are a lot of storytelling videos, there are a lot of book videos, read aloud videos that are regularly available. But then there's another thing, not to sort of drown yourself in the ocean that's available. You have to sort of know how to use it. So books have immense power. And so these are some quick tips how to start with stories and how to add a little tadka and masala and spice to that. Use props. Now, I'm not a good artist. I don't know how to draw. I don't know how to color properly, or maybe I don't have time as a parent because there are so many other things, office work, housework that you have to do. It's okay. This pillow can be your prop. You don't have to draw a beautiful, animal. A simple, maybe a water bottle like this can be your prop. If you're using a thirsty crow story, maybe use this water instead of pot. So these handy things can be used while you're using telling story. Use props, add emotions and expressions to your stories, and I think rest your child will do with you and for you. Help us with her
So, as
insights.
she told you that storytelling is important and it is the most, undermined tradition that has been passed to us from our ancestors. So, make the most use of it, and I'll just briefly tell you how it helps in the child's development. First thing first, it helps in brain development. It gives a lot of stimulus to the brain, and it builds the vocabulary. It also helps them communicate better, and it also inclines them towards reading. They get interested in the books. They start touching the books. They know that there is a front, there is an end, there are some texts, and they also understand different emotions, different sounds, and also that different words sound different. So for parents who are struggling to teach now, to 3 year 4 year course, who are struggling to teach phonics or CVC words, start telling them stories. They'll understand how different sounds sound different, and they understand from these small things. They catch your cues. So just start telling stories, and you'll see a great change in your child's communication skills and also expressions.
Right. So also, another thing that I'm often asked is that for example, you have used a very heavy word in your story. How will a 1 year old, how will a 2 year old understand that? But, that's the power of stories, or for that matter, communication. A 1 month old child or a 6 day old child or a 2 month old child doesn't know word. So this basically talks about a small little egg that one day converts into a little caterpillar, and a little caterpillar, and slowly and steadily, by eating and 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 eating so many fruits and some junk food, it turns into a cocoon, and then finally it converts itself into a beautiful butterfly. So I just quickly rushed through it because of the lack of time. We have limited time in hands and we have lots to tell you. So in first glance, it looks like a book. Maybe it's talking about life cycle of a butterfly. If you read it again, you realize you can also talk about the fruits, the type of fruits that are available, color of fruits. Read it the third time, you'll realize that maybe you can also talk about day and night through this to a child. Read it fourth time, maybe when a child is 5 or 6 years. Once a 6 year old came up to me and said that, like this, there is a life cycle of a butterfly. I want to know a life cycle of a tadpole. So every time a book is being read, a very simple book. It's about colors. It's about days of the week. It's about the food you are eating. It's about healthy and unhealthy eating habits. So a single book, a 10-page book, has so much in it. And this caterpillar is eating fruits. Maybe your caterpillar can eat dalia and khichdi and suji ka halwa if you want that. So it's totally up to you how you're using a book and adding content and changing content to suit your own needs, to suit your own and your child's requirement.
So it just
So that's
reminds
what I
me
think that,
yesterday,
yeah.
one parent called me and she said, I'm having a hard time teaching my child, simple concepts like long and short, big and small. So I did give
Okay.
her my solution, but then I thought I never had to teach these things to my child. So then obviously I thought about it, yeah, because stories helped me a lot, teaching him a lot of concepts, counting, numbers, alphabets, sounds, long, short, big, small, opposite words, synonyms, antonyms. I never had to teach him all these things because we are too much into stories.
Yes. So some of the things you realize that your child has just picked up. Maybe you read a story from a different perspective. So, for example, this hungry caterpillar. Maybe you read it from the point of view of telling your child about different kind of food habits or different kind of fruits, or maybe the numbers. But you'll realize that by the end of it, the child has picked up something that is entirely different
Different.
from what we are trying to tell. So, in that way, stories, books, reading, and storytelling also helps your child to develop perspectives, to develop their critical thinking, which is like one of the most important skills, I would say, in
Absolutely.
21st century.
Absolutely. Yeah. So also since they start understanding that, in a story there is a beginning, there is a middle part, there is an end, they learn to focus because they are looking forward to the end. They want to know the climax. So it also helps them in, building their concentration, their focus, and they also start becoming good listeners. Listening skills is also something that is very, very important in today's times.
Right, absolutely. I think even like more than ever, because with all the animation and all the gadgets and all the video streaming in front of them, they are too restless. They just want
Absolutely.
to, tell their point of view and sort of run away. So one of the most important thing that storytelling does is develop their listening skills. And believe you me, once they are used to story time, they will sit and listen to you.
Yes.
So this can be your brahmastra, so you can say, for telling them anything and everything under the sun.
Absolutely. And they
Uh,
remember everything. So it also helps them in building their memory. They'll remember the story you told them 2 years back also.
Absolutely. They'll know that उस दिन आपने हमें वो बताया था. तो आज आप ये कैसे बता रहे हो? So that's like, okay.
Absolutely. Okay. So Shivani, I just have a question. I'll quickly ask you that. Since
Sure.
you tell stories every day to a lot of different children, they come from different backgrounds, different families. What are some of the issues that you think parents are facing?
So there are a couple of them. So one of them is that parents often are find themselves in a soup, as we discussed, stories and how to do it. One of the very first question, or one of the things that they often tell me, is that our child asks us to read the same story. They ask us to read it 5, 10, 15, 20, 50, and 80, or maybe sometimes, one story book is being read in our household for 2 months at a stretch. And they get quite worried about that. Second question that I often get asked is that while we're reading the story, the child runs away. The child is not looking at us, the child is not listening to us. Then what's the whole point of us spending time in telling him or her the stories? Um, so these are the two questions, and then vocabulary part, that what is too easy or what is too difficult for my child. How do I decide if I should be telling this story? Is it too difficult for him or her to understand? How do I know that a child is understanding the story? So these are the questions that I often hear. Yeah.
I'll add a few things here. So if parents think the child is not interested, what you need to do is you can involve them in the story. What you can do is you can replace the name of the character in the story with their child's name. So typically a child of 2 to 3 years old, there's a concept called as egocentrism. So what happens? The child is not able to relate things perspective, but they only understand their perspective. So what you do is, put the main character of the story as your child's name, and they will instantly start relating with the story. And you will see a change in their reactions, in their involvement in the story, and they'll start getting more interested towards the story. Also, you can make it a game, encourage your child to ask questions, or you ask questions to your child. You tell your child that I'll tell one line and you tell another line, or ask your child what characters he wants to have in his story. So make it like their story, okay? And
Right.
I'll give you a small example. I remember when my son was 2.5 years old. Once I just was telling him a random impromptu story. So I told him there was a monkey, and the monkey was stuck on a high tree. Now, what will the monkey do? So, what it does, the child starts thinking. So obviously it helps them in cognitive development. And when he's thinking, he's also thinking of a solution to a problem. So they learn problem solving. So he came up with an answer that monkey can call giraffe because he has a long neck. So the giraffe can bring the monkey down. So you'll be amazed with the kind of solutions they come up with. So it also helps them in building up their analytical skills and logic, reasoning, a lot of things. So basically involve them in the story, encourage, and if they ask a question, you give them a logical answer. So this really helps them, building their love towards stories.
Yes, and absolutely also, same story, issue of same story being read again and again in the household. Let that story be read 200 times in your household.
Yes.
As I said, every time it will bring something new to the child. As you know, sometimes when we watch movies, we said कि अरे 5 साल पहले देखी थी, we watched this movie 5 years ago, but then तब we didn't think about it so much. So जो आपका वो time gap है in terms of growth of your mindset is 5 years. That time gap a child is covering every few days or maybe on a daily basis. I mean, I don't have the science or the numbers behind it, but they have a very fast growing brain. So every time they are receiving something out of it. It's
Yes.
all about sharing, having that time. Which stories are being read? Also, don't compare statistics. Okay, uh, my friend's child has read 10 stories in last month or last week, and my child is stuck on two. He doesn't want to move. So this is also what we get to hear often. So please understand that it is your and your child's journey, and you are unique and special and the best the way you are. Also, the other thing about not being interested, one of the approaches that we use in our family is, and I also recommend it often to parents, a child who I mean, I think Mithi, you can answer this better. What is expected of a child of an age group 2, 3, 4, 5? Is he or she expected to sit at a place for a long time?
No, 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 no. Do not expect them to sit at a place. Only if they are enjoying it, they will sit there. If they're not enjoying, they will not sit. Sometimes they just too distracted, they get distracted with something more exciting. So it's okay. Parents get irritated that I'm making so much of effort and the child is not sitting at one place. Or, the child wants the same story, as you said, 10 times the same story. So, as you also rightly pointed out, each child is different and unique. So, one child might ask for the same story 100 times, and one child might ask for 100 stories in a day. So, ideally, yes. So, parents get irritated. So, what we need to do is we need to practice ourselves, how to be more patient with children while we are helping them through this journey. So patience
Right.
is very, very important. And of course, creativity, and it builds their imagination when you're using your emotions, actions, expressions. They also learn to understand how emotions work in life in general. So it's basically a life skill, stories are a life skill.
And also, if you're not able to complete your story today, don't worry. Come back to it tomorrow, day after, fourth day, fifth day, 5 दिन, 6 दिन, 7 days. One day it will be completed. He or she will let you do that.
There are no
So
rules.
one story a day, there are no rules. One story a day is not a rule. Your one story can extend for 5, 6 days as well. And even if the child has lost interest and is doing something else, maybe as parents or as caregivers, whosoever is available, you can continue the process.
You
Even
can
if
tell
you are
stories to each
still,
other.
you can tell stories to each other or even to the walls.
Yes.
So often my daughter doesn't sit at one place for more than, say, 1 minute. I would say now it's improved. She's now better. But so keep telling stories. The child would miss a few lines, but will eventually come back if he or she thinks that, probably it is interesting. And you never know. They're not looking at you. They seem to be showing you that they are interested in the car that's out there, in the toy that's out there. But their ears, they're actually with you.
Correct.
So we have to just keep doing it. That's one of the most important keys.
Again, as you said, your daughter doesn't sit for a minute. My child can sit for hours for stories. So again, we re-emphasize here that all children are different. You know, he can even get up in the middle of the night and say, "Tell me a story." So each child is different and unique, and we don't know what they are assimilating from a particular
Like,
story.
like mine will have like 4 stories for today, but during those 4 stories, she will get up 40 times. But she's listening each and every word. If I miss something, if it's a story that she's already heard, and even if I miss a sentence, she's like, okay, you missed that. Don't think that I'm not listening, even if I'm not sitting
They are
in front of
smarter.
you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Shivani, why not wrap up with a short story?
Oh
Is
yeah,
it a
why
good
not?
time? Is it a good time for a short story?
I think for stories, any time is a good time. What do you say?
I'm with you.
Thank you.
Okay.
And also, on that, just before I start the story, last pointer that I would like to give you: if any time that a child requests you for a story, you may be working, you may be preparing food, you may be very tired, but please, please, please take out 2 minutes and narrate something to them so that they feel that they are being heard.
Okay, I'll
This is
I'll
very, very
add to this in today's scenario where there's lockdown and parents are working from home from their laptops, and sometimes they're not able to, get up from the laptop. And if in that case, if a child asks you for a story and if the child insists, you use this story as a reward. You know what you tell them, baby, please finish your homework or worksheet or whatever the teacher has asked you to do. The moment I finish my work, I'll come and tell you a story. So, in these stressful days, I think this reward or the story as a reward will really help parents. So, if you give it
that's
as
a
a
family.
reward, they'll value it even more. They'll love it.
That's a
They love
that's
rewards.
a tool. Yes. So now, are we ready for the story time?
I am, yes.
Okay, great. So I've picked up this book. This book is called Nach Uthe Hathi, and this book is from Pratham Books, which is an Indian publisher, and they have some fabulous stuff out there. So I'll just read it to you. एक नन्हे से लड़के बापी को ढोल बजाना बहुत अच्छा लगता था. ढम 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 ढम. बापी अपनी आंखें बंद करके हाथों से ढोल पर तेज तेज थाप देता. सभी का मन नाचने को हो उठता. This is only the first page of the book, and it doesn't matter that you have. It is not necessary that you just move on to the next page. Halt there. Pick up things from around you. I have just picked up this book which was lying right here. So since the book is talking about the dhol and the dancing, so take a moment here. Create those beats. Create those beats and do some dance, do some music with your child. Use this moment in the book. So that's also how these are simple tricks that you convert your read aloud into your story time. These are simple tricks and techniques. Use rhymes, as I said in the beginning as well. So that's how you can sort of involve the child and then move on to the next page. एक दिन बापी को पहाड़ी के उस पार गांव में जाना था. उसे वहां ढोल बजाने बुलाया गया था, इसलिए वह बहुत खुश था. उस गांव तक पहुंचने के लिए एक घने जंगल से होकर जाना पड़ता था. एंड हु डू यू थिंक उस जंगल में कौन कौन था? एनी गेसेस? Here you stop, take a moment, talk to your child about the forest. What kind of animals dwell in the forest? Child would come up with some animal. A child would say, maybe uh, some farm animals like a duck. So maybe you can tell them that okay, they are usually found in the forest, but they're also found in the farms. You can talk about these concepts. So slowly and steadily introducing them to so many things by a way of only a book which has a few lines. और जैसे इसमें It says एक दिन बापी को पहाड़ी के उस पार गांव में जाना था. Just stand up. Your child is not interested. You stand on one corner of the room. The child is on the other corner, and then you sort of explain to the child what does it mean to go from one end to the other. So अगर उस समय आपका बच्चा distracted भी है and the child is not listening to you and doing something, so this is an activity that you're doing related to the book again, right? चलते चलते रास्ते में उसे हाथियों का एक झुंड दिखा. बापी बहुत डर गया. अगर आपको भी उतने बड़े बड़े हाथी दिख जाते तो आप भी डर जाते. So, here again you have an opportunity. If your child is 2 or 3 years old and has started to understand the concept of getting scared, getting fearful, you can again use this opportunity in this book to do that. आप बच्चे से उसके डर के बारे में कि बापी हाथियों से डर गया, क्या तुम्हें किसी चीज से डर लगता है? And I can assure you the child will surprise you. A child can come up with things like कि आपने कभी सोचा भी नहीं होगा कि अच्छा इस चीज से मेरे बच्चे को डर लगता है, हो ही नहीं सकता. And then with a story, the child will not hesitate in telling you ki how he or she is feeling, because right now he or she is with the character in the book. So it's easier for them to sort of express themselves. बापी ने जोर जोर से ढोल बजाना शुरू किया. उसे लगा हाथी शोर से भाग जाएंगे. पर जानते हैं क्या हुआ? क्या हाथी शोर से भाग गए? नहीं. बापी का गाना इतना अच्छा था, बापी का ढोल की ताल इतनी अच्छी थी कि हाथियों को ढोल की आवाज अच्छी लगी और वो झूमने लगे. वे बापी को अनदेखा कर नाचते रहे. उस समय का लाभ उठाकर बापी वहां से भागा. उसने गांव वालों को हाथियों के बारे में बताया. अगले दिन जब गांव के लड़के और लड़कियां महुआ के फूल चुनने जंगल गए तो वे चौंक गए. हाथी तब भी नाच रहे थे. वे भागे भागे गांव गए और सभी को नाचते हाथियों के बारे में बताया. भागे भागे गांव गए. स्टॉप हियर, पॉज हियर, run with your child, jump with your child, roll with your child, go rounds with your child. So many things you can do here. गांव वालों ने कई प्रकार के ढोल लिए और उन्हें जोर जोर से बजाते हुए जंगल की ओर चल पड़े. So in the story now multiple people are banging. ढोल ज्यादा लोग बजा रहे हैं. तो आपके घर में जितने भी लोग हैं उन सबको इकट्ठा करके have a ढोल party at your house. The child will feel that okay, a simple 5-6 page book brought a lot of joy. We danced, we played music, we did some activities, we ran from here and there. And again, if there is lack of time, you don't need to finish the book in a single day. हाथियों का झुंड तब भी बापी की ढोल की लय पर नाच रहा था. जब हाथियों को इतने सारे ढोलों की आवाजें सुनाई दी, धम 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 धम, so they got confused. अब उनको समझ ही नहीं आया कि वो ऐसे नाचें या ऐसे, कौन सी लय को फॉलो करें, और वो नाचना छोड़कर जंगल से भाग गए. एंड दिस बुक एंड्स विद आस्किंग यू द क्वेश्चन, क्या आप भी बापी की तरह ढोल बजाना चाहते हैं?
Yes.
And then a very simple book. It is not a typical moral story that usually parents look for. So stories don't need to have morals. Stories need to be just stories. I'm sure each and every one of us will have so much and so many morals to extract from it. I think we can all do that. So, a simple story like this.
And it just took 5 minutes. It doesn't take much time.
Just took 5 minutes. And I stopped in between to tell you what activities can you do in between. Because, a child, the whole idea of doing this activity of story time with your child, introducing storytelling in your household, is apart from all the literacy facts that we have already talked about, is to child find joy in books.
Absolutely.
Right, Nidhi?
Yes. And also, with such a short story, sometimes it continues the whole day. If the child gets into the character, especially it happens in my house, if he gets into a character, the whole day he's in that character, he'll walk like that elephant, he'll eat like that elephant, he'll talk like that elephant. And it's just so amazing to see them doing small things like that.
Exactly.
And they learn,
Yeah.
obviously, yeah, they learn when you say with such beautiful expressions and emotions. They also learn how to express themselves. They learn how to use their body language. They learn how to, express freely if they have a problem, if they're feeling happy, sad, whatever. They understand how to express.
And sort of, sometimes children feel, because kabhi kabhi to our parent mode is on, right? When you're scolding them and they're not in their friend mode. I'm sure it
You do
happens with
that.
all of us. I do that. So and so, story time sort of becomes a time for them when they are their free
Free.
self with you. They know that, is time pe, because through the character, sometimes not through the character, but they can talk to you about so many things, and you are giving them their
Best
best
friends forever.
forever.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So
So,
I turned a storyteller for my child. I'm sure everybody can do it. And,
yes.
I couldn't imagine my husband telling stories. And trust me, he's a better storyteller than me. And in my house, when we have play dates, not now, of course, before lockdown, never ever it happened that he's home and children would go without his stories. It just helps in
Yes.
overall personality development. And it just overall, it makes them happy, which is the most important thing.
Right. It makes them happy, and also, as we have been emphasizing, that anybody can do it.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
don't have to look at somebody else and कि हम वैसा नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. See, you are the first storyteller who's being introduced to the child, so you are the
You're the
best for your
best for your
child.
child. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so we'll wind up the session here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you still have any questions, you can contact either Shivani through her page, or if you have
Yes.
any of the parenting issues or problems, you can connect with me. Shivani is also taking up some online story sessions, and the kids love
Yes.
her sessions. So you can connect with her through her page and book for those sessions also. And of course, I'm there always.
Yes. So
Yeah,
we are always there. Any query, any issue, just type us in, find us, Arya Inspires in Parent Time
just a
on
click away.
Insta. Yes, absolutely,
Right.
we'll be there.
Okay, so we'll wind up here. Thank you, Shivani. Thank you for your time and for
Thank you,
those
Deep, for
lovely
inviting me.
stories.
And it was a very, yes, it was lovely to have, to be here and to share whatever little I've learned in my journey of last few
It was
years.
lovely. I enjoyed it, and I'm sure all the parents can, show those stories to their kids and tell stories yourself from tomorrow or from today itself,
Right now,
right
as we
now.
said, anytime is good time.
Perfect. Okay, so if you still have questions, as I said, you can write to us anytime, and we are always there.
Yes.
Thank you,
All
Shivani.
right.
Thank
Bye
you so
bye.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye bye.